All right. If this doesn't impress the mayor, then I am beginning to... Ooh, and the Barracuda has just been DNA sampled, giving us a knowledge boost. Hey, I will take a knowledge boost for some of these exhibits. Oh my gosh, and the clownfish are back to having babies. But anyway, in my defense, the mayor was about to visit the right footprint fossil. So I went way out of my way to rearrange the entire main section of our museum, which apparently is now overflowing with so much money. Why can't the mayor come over here? Why can't she look at all of this? And instead, she's turned around and she's decided that she wants to visit a celestial cell that I think is all by itself. Is she coming to this one? Oh, come on, mayor. That's not fair. That's like, it wants to be near a life station decoration, and she always can tell where I have put so much effort. Here, maybe we can sneak a couple life stations in before she gets here. That's adorable, by the way. I didn't even know I could put the life stations on the aquariums. They're going to be decorating so many of the aquarium surfaces now because that's very useful. Hopefully she'll feel happy with having come and looked at this celestial cell. We'll go ahead and have people learn more from it when they visit. And I wish that she would turn around, and now she's going to the claimed space rock. Well, this space rock rocks. So you're gonna love it this time, Mayor. This is a space rock I have decorated in her honor in the past. So I kind of feel like we might name this one, what is her name again? Because we keep following her around after all of these visits. Ooh, we have 1,100, well, we did 1,111 guests, which was kind of awesome. Tabitha Windsock is her name. The county's museums receive yearly inspections from the Department of Culture. The department's range of specialists will all focus on different criteria during their evaluations. So she wants us to have exhibits at max knowledge, exhibit decoration, and a buzz boost. We haven't hit a exceptional visit from her yet, and we have gotten a lot of good ones, which I guess is better than nothing. So let's see, Windsock. How about we'll go ahead and name this the Windsock Space Rock, which is totally not pandering and trying to go ahead and win over the appeal of the mayor. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And when people come see it, we'll have them gain maybe a little bit more expertise. Wow, we have almost $2 million now. Now she's gonna go visit the Flagon Fruit. I swear that's another place that I haven't really decorated anything yet. Oh my gosh, people are donating a lot. All right, well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our daily adventures here in 2 Point Museum, where I'm starting off the morning strong, having gone ahead and given the guinea pigs quite a bit of fennel, which they're happy about, and with a lot of redecoration. I started tearing down walls, and the next thing you know, I just couldn't stop. And a memory bank 3. I'm glad we made that, and I'm glad we earned the shiny sticker for it. But I completely forgot that that's one of the things I was about to put somewhere. We'll work on that, which is ironic because it's a memory bank. We'll work on that in just a moment here. But I started tearing down walls, and then I just didn't stop because originally the mayor was coming to visit this right footprint fossil, of which we only have epic variants of. So I think we should start putting our feet down. Oh, we had a lot of people out and about on expeditions. I forgot about that. Well, another team just came back, and I had a group go to Bungle Burrows for the memory lab. Dun 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 dun! To get another buzz and duration boost perk! That's what they were there for. Well, that's really nice to see, and I kind of want to put it on this smorgasbord skeleton, but we can't do that until it's completed. I love the smorgasbord skeleton. If it's just going to be a mishmash of different bones. We literally did that in one of our Twitch live streams. Hey, and somebody went to the must end with the different fossils that you can find on Wild Bear Island and Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is a new one. We don't have a Unihornus skeleton before. The beginnings of a Unihornus, without much of anything you'd recognize. I want to have this one completed. That sounds really adorable. Can I put it out with I feel like it'd be a really nice thing to have in our courtyard if it'll be happy there. Gosh, we have a lot to tidy up. But that's the point of being able to celebrate showing up every day and just working together. Also, I need to go ahead and dismantle that shell phone. And hopefully we'll deal with all of the fish being born in a little bit. Remember when we desperately needed them breeding so that we could go ahead and actually like have our our money to be able to do things? So the Unicornus skeleton, oh, that looks so cool. We have to go ahead and we have to put all of its pieces together to get the perk slots. It also wants to be next to a faux fern and have a marketing campaign running about it, which is kind of hilarious. Is this? Yes, yes. I can get you some ferns, my friend. Oh, this is fun. I haven't seen this one before, so this makes me really happy. I can't believe there's still exhibits we haven't built yet. But I mean, I said that with my own words, I said that. But when I really stop and think about it, yes, I can believe that we still, after all these months, have more exhibits to discover. Let's see, I'm gonna put a few things there. Maybe we'll give people a spot to sit and admire the Unicornus skeleton. I mean, oh, what's this? A grave bench. I didn't know that. A grave bench and a wooden quarter bench somehow. And we unlocked the Unicornus mural. I didn't even know there was a mural of that. That's so cool. Yay! All right, so that's working our way up the Enlightenment to a Unicornus mural, which makes me very happy. Hopefully we can get this put together soon so that our visitors, including those from Prehistory who maybe, even if they are cave people who have ventured into their own sets of wilds, that doesn't mean that they have seen the wild Unicornus themselves. Maybe we can make like a little rocky and plant-filled rest spot. Maybe we can put some flagon fruits or things down here for people to enjoy. And then the Unicornus just seems like a spot that would be really nice just to kind of like have a nice sit, a nice rest. It appeals to me somehow. We'll move a donation bench over here. I did not expect to get distracted by the unicorn creature, but upon reflection, it makes complete sense that one would be, because it's awesome. Let's see. Can I get enough info stands over here? Maybe more over here? Because there's a lot to be learned. Maybe I can put another one over here. Kind of give people a little bit of privacy to enjoy learning more about it. And maybe even line up along the back here. There we go. There, if people don't learn enough from that, oh, it's dusty already. Wait, an expert with prehistory is already here? It's No-Pro Brangler Coppertail. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I bet this is a fantastic piece of very long vertebrae put together that definitely has a tail of sorts, so good to work on that. And then let's see, anything else I want to put over here for now? I think I was thinking about, yes, one of these rock speakers to get more of the prehistory ambiance out and about in this spot where people will be like sitting down and maybe they can hear behind them the very soft, mind-blowing like screams of dinosaurs. I guess that would settle so many debates if you could go back in time and like actually see the dinosaurs. All right, so that said, and speaking of going back in time, let's see what our team has brought back from the Stop Beaten and Dead Horse zone. Another proto-computer, which we actually need to learn more about. So into our little workstation it goes. And I'm going to enjoy what is a new to me update, which will reveal a lot to those of you who are eagle-eyed. The ability to batch create more of my survey scanners. I'm so happy about that. We're gonna leave that workstation to get to work, and I'm gonna come over to this workstation here. I could just brush tears of joy out of my eyes being able to batch create these. And let's work on maybe a spa point. I think I'm a little nervous about having enough scientists to really get like spa points and things like that down still, but it probably would make sense. Especially because they can be upgraded and people can really enjoy those. So, I think the mayor's almost done with her current journey too. Maybe we'll get another Multramatic. Well, we have one up and going, and I don't want it to blow up on me. I get nervous about having the things that can, explode. The proto-computer has been deconstructed and given us wide watch. Wow, that was actually a lot quicker than I expected. You know what? Let's get another robo security guard created too, because I feel like there's a lot of places that we could really benefit from having more coin collectors. And done! Ta-da! The old Smackable! Huzzah! Let's see. Near any ancient invention is its only requirement, and we can put this one outside then. And I feel like the old Smackable might be a really fun piece. Let's see. It might be a really fun, almost like a toy spot or a zone where people can come and just have a little bit of fun. How close does it have to be? I think it needs to be, maybe if we put it over here, or maybe over here. And so this is our old Smackable. It needs a little more decoration buzz, but I think this one's gonna work too. There, yeah, that seems like a toy sort of thing that you might have outside. And because the lava lamp counts as a ancient invention, that's going to help us inch our way, or invention. That kind of works, but inch our way a little bit closer to being able to go to the ginormous rock, where we hope to find more prehistory mysteries and more dinosaur bones. We need to get more buzz bonuses on the ancient invention exhibits though. So let's send another crew off to the Stop Beaten and Dead Horse area. Hopefully crew who aren't really that busy with things. Exquisite Star, you're available. Maybe my super experts, while they may have fun, don't need to be the people with the level 3 skills skipping off into the mysteries of the prehistories. Let's see, and my Space Plaza Patrol person, a lot of people are on donation collection. I think it definitely would benefit us to have more security guards, even if there are robot friends, going around in circles collecting things, because that would help a lot. All right, let's get some experience for our staff. Stop beating a dead horse. Anybody available who can just maybe help us go fast? Because at this point, Pirate April Online. Hey, we have a soil expert who also doesn't have a name. Let's send you on out, because I think we could do some speedy expeditions since we just kind of need to grab and process some of the notes. They just need to bring us back some excellently detailed notes we can analyze, not an actual giant pseudocomputer. Lucky them. Meanwhile, I love the idea of continuing to go to the Scruffy Bluff and collecting and making our cliffhanger plant area and our lava lamps bigger and bigger and bigger until we're able to work with the ancient inventions enough. So let's try that out. Okay, let's see. So free fall Explorovsky would prevent us from dying in the lava. And then Plants by Garn, you might be helpful there. And okay, I think everybody could help us out here. And technically we could add a survey scanner to avoid a rock slide, but also technically we do happen to have an excellent area filled with wonderful spa points that people could use. Oh man, and I want to go back to the herbaceous garden and get more plants, but now alas is not plant time, it's Smackable collection time. All right, let's see. Nope, rope wrangler. let's have you go, Mr. Coppertail, because you're not afraid of wrestling with some snakes. Have we finished? We've already finished fully exploring that area. Do we need it to be just speedy at this stage? I think we have pristine shell phones and smackavoles, so we could do speedy. Let's do it, because we're going to analyze a bunch of this and prove to the mayor we know how to be able to make a really successful series of expeditions. I hope. I wonder. Oh, and then also because the mayor was here and making me feel shy about it again. Let me see. Where are my footprints? Where are my left footprints? My right footprints? Oh, there we go. So there's our left footprint. I forgot where my right footprint is. Don't you worry. I'm gonna remember at some point. Wait a second. Where is my right footprint? Oh my gosh. I bet it's at the Truckle Pond. How have I still not gone here? All right. Our prehistoric shipwreck expert and Dino Chomp escapee, Crystal Alpaca. You are both needed for our apparently first ever trip to Truckle Ponds. How this is our first ever trip, I don't know. You're probably going to end up stepping in tar. You're probably going to end up feeling that your feet are very sticky, and I apologize. But I'm just mind-boggled that we haven't gone there yet. And maybe their footprints will be the footprints of the future that allow us to put down several footprints, leading into mystery and adventure this-a-way. But speaking of that mystery and adventure, let's see what the mayor thought of this latest trip after we get a couple more robo security guards collecting up all of these ancient coins and modern coins and possibly like potentially fake coins, which makes me wonder, what should I name you, robo security guard? Because I feel like I want to have this guy basically working in the main zone. And maybe you could be, we have coin collectors. Maybe you could be, oh, what about gem polisher or amber polisher? Amber polisher, gadget. Amber polisher, how about amber polisher, AE. That's just, it chose its name. There we go. I don't know why. But it chose its name, and that's just where we're at this stage. I'll try to, we'll just have some confidence that maybe we'll be able to organize that a little bit better later. And then we also have Coin Jar, another one of our robots. We have a Robo Mod Stop 3 that I don't know if I've put down yet. Here's our Robo Charger 3. I don't think we have a Mod Stop spot for our robots yet. And I feel like they want to be like over here with our staff members. And we made a private little staff hallway, but now I'm beginning to wonder if that's kind of unnecessary, all considering. But then again, our Robo Mod hallway might fit in really well there. All right, this is not where I thought we would be going, but we must simply accept where we are. And I want to make sure that our robots can be comfy in their little mod stop. So all of a sudden we're doing even more giant edits. Mayor, I'm telling you, you better watch out, Mayor. We really are trying our best, and that can be a little bit of a dubious proposition at times. There we go. And can I get the little Robo Mod Stop in there so that we can upgrade our coin sorter robot friends? Okay, and I need to give them a little more space again. And like, I just really like, no, not my, put that down. Put that giant courtyard piece down. I just really like my robots having cute little nooks and cranny corners that they can kind of wiggle themselves into for upgrades, because I just think that's nice. It's nice for them. All right, we'll put this one over here. And now maybe we have a little more room for the Robo Charger 3. And we can move some of the like map pieces around. There we go. We'll take care of that in a little bit, but let's put in another robot friend. And another robo security guard pacing around, helping to collect all the coins. Sunken Treasure Hunter Dearbones has gained a new rank. I kind of feel like we could name this one. Ooh, a metal detector. Metal detector. Me B3. Me, like kind of like me B3. Yes, I like that idea for our robot friend's name. I try to like listen as carefully as I can to see if I can sense some sort of heart of the story of the robots, which is difficult because they're not my natural alignment, one could say, but I'm doing my best. All right, Mayor, what'd you think this time, by the way? So, darn, this time we actually got more cons. Few exhibits at maximum knowledge and below average exhibit decoration. You saw my space rock, Mayor. We even named it after you. I suppose that's just the way it goes sometimes. But, oh my gosh, why does it have to be another pristine rock lounge? You know what? Fine. If it's another pristine rock lounge, it's another pristine rock lounge. We have one over here. This one wants to be near a cave family diorama. Well, I don't have that still. But I mean, I guess I could put it over here too. We could expand the living room area, sort of. Or maybe it would actually benefit from being... Oh wow, people are very excited about the RoboMods top. Maybe the rock lounge would benefit from being in a different spot. And we can make a couple new walls in just a minute here. And because I'm thinking this lounge might be kind of fun to have over here. Well, give me just a second to show you what I mean. You want a den. Like, if you want to have just like a cozy little spot to step in for a second to be able to like watch some very, very old cartoons. You want things to be a little quieter, don't ya? So then what if we had like a nice little rock lounge that could be a lounge for other people to relax in as well? We'll scoot this little playground out just a touch. So, you know, the kids can go play at the playground. Well, the adults can maybe come into what could be a little quiet cave over here. And maybe that's also how you get to the bathrooms. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll put in a few arches. So, you know, like something like, I'm thinking something like this so that people could just come in, kind of step out of the crowds for a minute, have a place where their skulls aren't really pounding like a cave person is playing drums on it because of all the kids yelling and having a good time. There we go. I'm totally not having like flashbacks to when I was nannying my cousins for years. No, I don't know what you guys are talking about. There we go. But something kind of like this. And then you can come on in just a minute. Oh, I have to move that amber light again. Here we are. Can I do this? Like so? Okay, we gotta make the wall a little bigger, I think. And that means I'm gonna need to move the prehistory playground. Let's just put it outside for now. And you know, I can say this about our museum. You're gonna be able to be surprised at what it looks like every time you come. Because we're not afraid to tear it all down and to take some risks, even if they're risks that we might somewhat feel a little bit more open to going, maybe that wasn't the best idea later. At least we're open to taking those risks. Oh. All right, let's see. So let me see if I can get one more. Oh, that's a very old info stand. That's funny. It's like the very original style. Is this how history is slowly eroded? Just you have a couple tweaks here, a couple tweaks there. And let's see if I can sneak this in right there. Wonderful. Can I get this wall over here? Just taken out, just this one? No? Okay, that tells me that this is going to be our minimum for the rock wall then. And I think, yeah, that's going to be a little interesting. as a little nook, but ta-da! That's what I mean! And somehow, I don't know exactly how, but somehow we could turn this into like a little lounge area where people can sit, maybe take some deep breaths, relax, enjoy, you know, a little bit more quiet, hopefully. And we'll see what other decorations we can sneak in there in just a little bit. I also need some info stands over there too. Maybe you could sit down and you could look at like the prehistory version of what the like the TV ads or whatever would be. You could see what would be on the news. I wonder, that would be really surreal to have like a prehistoric version of like the daily news and just be like, today traffic was stopped by several triceratops herds that refused to move. Please remember, you cannot ram them with your car. Let's see. All right, there. Enough rambling. I managed to finally get that much done. Let's go check on what our expedition haul has been, and then it's going to be time to get our adventures started in other arenas of our pixel biology zones, because now I have tended to the daily task of trying to tackle, all right, there we go, our museum. We've changed a lot about it. I have to say I'm pretty proud. And then I need to figure out how I can get onto this wall right here. Maybe scooch this over a little. Nope. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. I'm sure that's gonna work out fine. All right. Come on. Don't be a stubborn wall, or else I just said I don't have a problem knocking these walls down, wall. So you better start behaving. Let's see. What the heck? There we go. I warned you. I warned you, wall. That's all I'll say for now. All right, that chaos is now done. The mayor was less than impressed with our visit, which just, oh, dagger to the heart, mayor. Why? Why do you have to be like that, mayor? We're doing our best, I promise. We're just gonna send, oh, that'd be a little bit of a rough group to send. Dino Dave, could you guide these guys, or do we have another group that is stepped in tar, get lost in time? Automatizer Pseudofishy, you're needed for other things. Explore Gizmosi Chaos, there we go. All right, all of you, yeet, go have a good time. Please come back. Okay, I need somebody who can fly, actually. Guide Adelaide Faye, Pilot Wings, have a good time. We're gonna do some quick, oh, Plant Hero Finny, I'm sorry about the lava. We're good. Hey, it's another pristine lava lamp. Woo. All right, we'll maybe, this one wants to be near a cave family diorama too. What? Okay, then I guess I need to put this one somewhere in here, I suppose. And this one will be, how about, hot, thin, burn, footsteps. There. And we'll get, how about an energy boost if you're like dodging it and trying to prevent your your feetsies from getting too hot. How's our Hermit Hills Nope Rope Wrangler? Came back without injury. Always awesome to see. And a pristine level shell phone. They're making it, this one wants to be next to a standing tusk. Huh. Well, also, I think I have just lost connection with my ears because now I can't hear anything. That's so funny. Like my music has disappeared. Oh wait, no, everything else is still working, but all right. Well, you know what? I guess the shell phone could be next to the security area because that makes sense. And then we might, the alarm shell, maybe. Alarm shell. That makes sense. Maybe. We'll get extra expertise for taking care of that one. Dang. Okay. Well, and then finally our first ever trip to Treckle Ponds. Still can't believe that is our first trip. That's hilarious. Oh. Oh man. I'm not okay about this because this is terrifying. But I also love this. long before the first egg was pickled. They were kept fresh in resin for millions of years, and that egg is following me, and I want it to be able to hatch, and I'm also a little terrified. And it's also average quality. We're gonna analyze the DNA on that thing and try very hard not to completely panic and freak out, because that was also kind of scary. That wasn't what I expected to find at Truckle Ponds. You know how I feel about eyeballs, but it's an eyeball and an egg. So I'm trying to be generous with my feelings about that. Excuse me? Well? Okay then. A little nervous about carrying on more adventures searching that area. But I mean, I guess we've got to do what we've got to do. So back out the staff goes. Maybe with a slightly faster adventure. And hopefully not getting a heatwave injury. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.